Sunday night, this game was available at Cincinnati plus 1.5. I bet that. When we were doing the recording of the podcast on Sunday, it was Cincy minus 1.5. We didn't understand the line. Bettors have since poured in on Cincy. The Bills' defense is severely hampered right now. And the Bengals looked significantly healthier after the bye week, dismantling the Niners. I think there are moments when fans and bettors overreact, and there are games that are statements. And the Bengals on Sunday was more to me of a statement than fans seeing something and then overreacting to it. Thoughts?
I mean, Chad, middleman Millman, is trying to play a middle here, and I hate you for it. Why don't you just enjoy the value I had on Cincy? You had a great number, and now you're trying to hit a middle. What are you doing, Chad?
I did. I also bet the Bills at +3. I
You're a
got greedy.
sicko.
I got greedy last night. I thought to myself, don't be emotional about a bet. Just because I loved it on Sunday night and I was thrilled at the number, play the positions and take advantage of opportunities. And so I didn't want to just let one slide, because there are games we pass on all the time where
Yeah.
I don't regret it, right? There were the games we didn't bet Arizona +8.5 and a few weeks ago, and we wondered to ourselves, why didn't we do that? And when I'm doing my tallying of my wins and losses the next day, I wasn't thinking, oh God, if only I had this game, I'd be X further ahead or whatever. But this one felt like it could be a close game. I'm willing to take a shot. And if I counter myself out of winning one side, I'm okay with it, because I'm getting a pretty decent size. That often, you don't get 3 points in the middle.
Yeah, I don't know. I would just go with your gut read which is back Cincy. Feels a little trappish. It went up to 3. Now it's down to 2.5. A lot of books. But since he's just the better team right now, it's all clicking for them. This ain't the Bills team we're used to. This is just a different version of them. They're not competitive on the defensive side. So yeah, maybe they'll get the back door and hit the 3 for Chad, and I'll be kicking myself. But nothing's changed for me. I like the Bengals. The only way I would take the Bills is if this got up to 3.5, 4. But even then, I'd still have a little pause where it's just like, I got no faith in this Bills team right now. They've just been playing with fire, and Josh Allen's been keeping them in the game. I got a lot of worries about Josh, because it feels like now he's gonna be trying to do too much. And even last week, he thought he was gonna outrun this D end. The dude caught him. He yanked on his leg, and again, I'm no doctor, but you can just tell that he was scared for a second. He was just like, "Holy shit, my leg just popped out of my hip," and he went into the blue tent. They cleared him. He came back out, finished the game. No issues. And I mean, I guess there was some issues, right? Their offense kind of stopped after that. But I have a lot of questions right now about the Bills. I have no questions anymore about this Cincy team, right? My biggest fear was Joe Burrow wasn't healthy. He was horrible throwing the ball 20 yards downfield. It was all clicking last week. He was money on throws 20 yards downfield, moving the pocket, stepping up. So I've been on a little bit of a heater on these Sunday night games. I've been nailing these Sunday night games. That's honestly my only real fear, where it's every Sunday night just felt really easy, and this feels like another easy bet where it's just you take Cincy at home under 3, especially 2.5. How do we not put this in the contest? So yeah, definitely like Cincy this week.
Now I feel like I got greedy.
Yeah, but I get where you're coming from. I love a good middle like anyone else. It just cracked me up where it was I was right there with you. I bet, again, you only could get pennies down on Sunday night, but how do you not love Cincy? We were getting them at +1.5 and then -1.5 at almost every book we wanted to. But again, it sucks where it's I worked all night, had runners running all night. The most I could get down was 20K. And that's what sucks about those betting those Sunday nights is the books are never going to take big bets. It's just tough getting money down on good numbers. And now, what do we see? The number's all the way up to 3 now. So that's what's so tough about betting these kind of numbers.
I could only get down 40. And so that was a little awkward for you and me, because it might have been my money that was keeping you from getting more money down.
Facts.
So for that, I apologize.